Hey everyone, welcome to Serenade, the podcast where we dive into the complexities of human emotions, relationships, and mental well-being. I'm your host Alex, and today we're tackling a topic that affects so many lives but often goes unnoticed until it's too late: toxic relationships. To help us navigate this, I'm joined by an incredible guest, Dr. Phillip Richards, a clinical psychologist with years of experience in relationship psychology.
Thank you, Alex. I'm excited to be here and to shed some light on this crucial topic. Toxic relationships can be difficult to recognize and even harder to escape from, but understanding the signs and knowing what steps to take can truly change lives.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. What exactly makes a relationship toxic?
A toxic relationship is one where one or both partners engage in behaviors that are emotionally, mentally, or even physically damaging. It's a pattern of unhealthy dynamics, not just a one-time argument or disagreement. Key indicators include constant criticism, manipulation, control, lack of respect, and emotional drain.
That's a great point. Sometimes people mistake normal relationship struggles for toxicity. How can someone differentiate between a rough patch and a truly toxic relationship?
Great question. Every relationship has ups and downs. The difference is how conflicts are handled. In a healthy relationship, disagreements lead to growth, compromise, and better understanding. Arguments feel like a power struggle, where one person tries to dominate, belittle, or manipulate the other. A key red flag? If you feel fear, obligation, or guilt, often known as the fog cycle, you're likely in a toxic relationship.
Fear, obligation, and guilt, that's a powerful way to frame it. So if someone realizes they're in a toxic relationship, what's the first step they should take?
The first step is self-awareness. You need to acknowledge the problem before you can fix it. Then set boundaries. Start by limiting the emotional power that person has over you. For example, if they constantly gaslight you, meaning they make you question your own reality, write down incidents so you can recognize the pattern. And if the toxicity is extreme, especially in abusive cases, seek external support, a therapist, a trusted friend, or even professional organizations that help people in difficult relationships.
That's really helpful. But let's say someone can't just leave immediately, maybe due to family ties, finances, or emotional dependency. How can they manage the relationship in the meantime?
Exactly. Here's what they can do. 1. Emotionally detach. Instead of reacting to manipulation or blame, respond neutrally. Toxic people thrive on emotional reactions. 2. Focus on self-care. Engage in activities that boost your confidence and mental well-being, whether it's exercise, journaling, or spending time with positive influences. 3. Seek outside perspectives. Often, people in toxic relationships normalize bad behavior. Talking to a third party can help you see things more clearly. 4. Create a long-term exit plan. If the relationship is truly harmful, work on small steps toward independence, whether financially, emotionally, or logistically.
That's really practical advice. Now let's talk about an important aspect. What if someone doesn't realize that they're the toxic one?
That's a tough but important question. Self-awareness is key here. If multiple people have told you that your behavior is harmful, or if you notice patterns of conflict in all your relationships, it's worth reflecting. A few signs that you might be the toxic one: you feel the need to control others. You use guilt or manipulation to get your way. You rarely take responsibility and often blame others. The good news? Toxic behaviors can be unlearned. Therapy, self-reflection, and even just a willingness to change can make a huge difference.
That's really powerful. Before we wrap up, let's address the hardest part. How do you fully move on from a toxic relationship?
Leaving is just the beginning. Healing takes time. Here's what helps. 1. No contact if possible. Cut off communication to avoid being pulled back in. 2. Rebuild your self-identity. Toxic relationships often make you forget who you are. Reconnect with your passions and interests. 3. Seek support. Therapy or support groups can be invaluable. 4. Forgive, but don't forget. Forgiveness is for your peace, but remembering the lessons prevents repeating the cycle.
That's an incredible roadmap for healing. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
Just this. If you're in a toxic relationship, you're not alone. The hardest part is realizing you deserve better, but once you do, you'll find the strength to break free. Seek support, be kind to yourself, and trust that healthier connections are possible.
Dr. Richards, this has been an eye-opening conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure, Alex. And to everyone listening, take care of yourselves.
And that wraps up today's episode of Serenade. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, stay safe and surround yourself with love and respect.